Robbie, how did Westport develop such a good food industry? Because it has a fantastic name now.
Well, when I was growing up, I remember, I think the Asgard with Ted Meanish would have been the first. In Westport you only had the hotels. I think you had Central, which is now the Wyatt, and then you had the railway. And Hotel Westport opened up, and then you had Jury's. And the chef in Jury's moved down to, which is now the Helm. It was called the Moorings, beside the Helm Bar then. And then the Key, much later then you had the Key Cottage, you had Ardmore House. And they all did very well. Now they were all based outside the town centre.
That's right.
And I think because of the known as the Key, and I think local people, you'll always know a local person when they call it the Key. The visitors call it the harbour. And it built up.
Who were the chefs involved in them places? Can you remember?
I only know Heinz from working with him in Jury's.
That's Heinz Hackler.
Heinz Hackler from Switzerland. He retired to Canary due to health, but unfortunately passed away since.
Yeah, the Chalet Swiss.
Chalet Swiss, which became the Moorings. Sorry, that's right. And I didn't really know them because I left.
You were out, yeah.
I worked in Hotel Westport.
Then Michael Cadden went into.
Michael Cadden. Michael Cadden then took over the Asgard.
The Asgard, yeah.
And ran it very successfully for 23 years, I think.
A long time, yeah.
And then the Tavern, what's his name?
Bill Campbell.
Bill Campbell then took it up a notch. He basically, he brought food up a couple of notches with making fresh soups and sauces and introducing herbs, what I was speaking about. And he set a very good example, and I wouldn't say he was the start of the role, but he certainly helped a lot.
Yeah. And
we used to get a lot of people from Castlebar and Newport and around the area coming because there were no restaurants in those towns. And Westport has sort of developed from there quite a lot.
Oh, it is huge.
Yeah.
Actually, in around 2000 or 2001, there were 52 places in Westport that you could eat in, including chippers and fast food.
There's a lot between takeaways. Well, at least there's only 2 or 3 takeaways, which I know a lot of people disagreed with, but I think it's actually quite good. But there's a lot of people there, a lot of hotels, hotel restaurants, very good food. I think it's at a good place now, but I think it needs to look further down the line. I would like to see more authentic Asian food being introduced. A good barbecue steakhouse, a good steakhouse.
Something like that, yeah. Something
like that. There's a lot of seafood is well covered. Cafes are very well covered. We don't have a big population to play with, so you can't be as adventurous as you probably would like to be.
Well, we've got a great tourist industry. And
the tourist industry, there's 10, 11, 12 hotels in Westport and 5 swimming pools. When I was growing up, actually, everybody said the first swimming pool in Westport was Hotel Westport, but it wasn't, it was Belclare House Hotel.
That's right, yeah.
When I lived beside it, and that's where I actually started off in the business. They had a swimming pool. Unfortunately, Mr. and Mrs. Healy were a little bit ahead of their times, and it's a pity they weren't harnessed because it would have been a great place.
But that's a nice hotel.
Oh yeah, that was a 4-star hotel in its day. My cousin found me on a great ordained there. One of the last big, we have a picture of it at home, which is quite really unique. But getting back to Westport, the Hotel Westport opened up, then you had Jury's, and you had, then the Wyatt the whole Central was taken over, Clew Bay was expanding, so...
Knockranny
built, Castlecourt expanded, Plaza built, so there was a serious amount of investment put into the tourist trade.
Absolutely.
It's a gamble to a degree because when you have tourism, you're only as good as your last meal. You know, so it was a gamble. A lot of money, a lot of great people in Westport, from Westport, who have invested their own money. I mean, there isn't too many outsiders in Westport, so from that point of view, it's excellent.